Hi guys, so back in 2019, Boris Johnson and his negotiator Lord Frost signed the withdrawal agreement which included the Northern Ireland Protocol. Now, in order to avoid a border on the island of Ireland, it was agreed that Northern Ireland would have frictionless access to the European single market, which, as we've seen, has boosted the economy there. Businesses in Northern Ireland are in a unique position. They have access to both the UK internal market and the European single market. During the transition period before this was implemented, it was described by members of Boris Johnson's government as having the best of both worlds. Now they seem to want to ignore that benefit completely. Kevin Brennan, a Labour MP, highlighted this point to James Cleverly, the Europe Minister, who, can you believe it, ignored the point completely.
Did the Minister see the reports in the Financial Times this week on the issue of the impact of the protocol, that Northern Ireland, which remains in the EU single market because of the protocol agreement, is the only other part other than London of the United Kingdom to have bounced back economically above pre-pandemic levels? Wales has regained the ground. It reports after the past 2 years that all other regions are still producing much less than they did before the health emergency. So why is the government trashing our international reputation for keeping our word? I think people used to say, my word is my bond, on that side of the House. Why are we trashing our international reputation in order to unpick an agreement which is bringing clear and easily identifiable economic benefits to Northern Ireland?
So once again, the question here is, why are you unpicking a deal that is providing clear economic benefits to Northern Ireland?
Mr. Speaker, the honourable gentleman will have noticed the Northern Ireland Executive has not been reformed. It is an important part of the institutions created under the Good Friday Agreement. As I said in response to the question by my honourable friend, this government takes the Good Friday Agreement incredibly seriously, and I can assure him, as I have assured honourable and right honourable colleagues around the House, the government is confident that our actions are in accordance with international law. But as I say, it's a long-standing convention of this House that we do not disclose the legal advice given to government.
But that was not the question. The question is, why are you trashing an agreement that is providing an economic benefit to Northern Ireland? And you're talking about the Good Friday Agreement. You're talking about legislation that you're going to bring in which will undermine the protocol. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to do it. It keeps getting postponed, a bit like Article 16. Allegedly, it's going to be introduced next Monday. But once again, why are you undermining something that is benefiting Northern Ireland? And Michael Gove was one of these ministers back in 2019 who was saying that Northern Ireland, or 2020, Northern Ireland would have the best of both worlds. It would have access to the UK internal market and access to the EU single market. Why do you want to take that away? And why are government ministers and Brexiteers not promoting this? Northern Ireland is in a unique position. It's benefiting. The economy is thriving, is boosted by the protocol here. Why aren't you talking about that? Because it makes the rest of Brexit look bad. That's why. You can't talk about how great the protocol is in Northern Ireland, how Brexit is, in a sense, in Northern Ireland. There are, of course, problems with Brexit in Northern Ireland. There's an issue about accessing EU workers. It's easy to access Irish workers, but non-Irish EU workers is difficult for businesses in Northern Ireland. So that's still a problem because freedom of movement has been removed. But businesses are doing much better now than they were before the pandemic. And the British government want to completely ignore this fact. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.